about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the San Francisco 49ers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive.
And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now Lance throwing on second down.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
To throw, it's Lance. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he's going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing on first down is Lance. Looking for the out route. He's got his man. It's Mitchell.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
The Niners at 7-1 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And this complete to Mitchell. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
First down, here's Mitchell.
Pushes past him, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. 10 more there and another first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
You know, on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
of the gun, Herbert. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Herbert on 3rd down now. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And it's the best possible spot to begin a drive. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year and 12th overall. And the Niners put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Herbert. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they're on a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Throwing now is Lance. Steps away to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Here's Lance to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Ayuk bringing it in on the crossing route here.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Herbert.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right in the beginning.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Here's Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 28 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
On the option, here's Eckler.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Herbert. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Is that the flag?
Can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Help me out a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Hopkins' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they go to the half.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance throwing the out route incomplete. That's Mitchell. Lance now on 1st down. Dancing to his left.
he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for a regular first down.
They're good without the clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this. I got this many seconds to find the target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and he'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
From midfield, here's Lance. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, Lance. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Niners will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Gold with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Herbert now. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Hopkins' kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot before half for Lance. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. This taken in at the goal line. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, Charles, we saw pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. To throw on third down, Herbert trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Fred Warner.
Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
They'll run with Mitchell.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Lance on the keeper.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up fourth. It's kind of an interesting decision. One-score game, third quarter. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm willing to go out on the limb on this one and go for it. And here's why. If I set it up right now and go get the touchdown, I'm in firm control of this ball game, and my team has a ton of confidence. If I don't get it, hey, I rely on my defense. And if somehow they go downfield on me and score, so be it. I want to be in control and in firm control right now.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on fourth and goal.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Once more, here's Eckler. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to third and 10.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely
fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the last time out, they had a good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream that. I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless, too.
Lance finding Ayuk there for a Niner first.
Football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down.
Complete. This is Mitchell. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
And Lance now to throw.
Forced out to his left.
Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd.
Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap for Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's got some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the 49ers are going to get it back here just past the 35. And this defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there. The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Open man is Ayuk, complete.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Lance now on 1st down.
And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
Now Lance. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
They've got his man complete. Touchdown, 49ers.
Brandon Ayuk,
37 yards.
and the 49ers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did.
Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
Now a play fake. Lance.
Flush to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Lance.
And he will find his man, Samuel. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And he slings one that's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Lance. They'll run the screen with Mitchell.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play. In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. Well, no doubt here in the fourth quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through for the sack.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Lance, a quick throw out wide, complete.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Black Ultra.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are right back in this football game.
2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration is settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers are right back in this football game.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Herbert.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Herbert.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down.
Herbert to throw.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett from 21 yards away.
And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Hopkins with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Get it together. Do this. Yeah. Let's go, man. Take it to him.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. The Charger drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. One last throw here for Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty.
Fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for San Francisco, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.